Standard 9. Mathematics Part 2. Chapter number 3. Triangles.
Introduction.
Activity. Draw a triangle of any measure on a thick paper. Take a point T on ray QR as shown. Cut two pieces of thick paper which will exactly fit the corners of angle P and angle Q. See that the same two pieces fit exactly at the corner of angle PRT as shown. Theorem of remote interior angles of a triangle. Let's learn. Given. Angle PRS is an exterior angle of triangle PQR. To prove, angle PRS is equal to angle PQR plus angle QPR. Proof. The sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ is equal to 180 degrees. Let us mark this as equation 1. Angle PRQ plus angle PRS is equal to 180 degrees as they are angles in linear pair. Let us mark it as equation 2. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2 we get angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ is equal to angle PRQ plus angle PRS. Therefore, angle PQR plus angle QPR is equal to angle PRS. Eliminating angle PRQ from both the sides. Therefore, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its remote interior angles. Use your brain power. Can we give an alternative proof of the theorem drawing a line through point R and parallel to segment PQ? Property of an exterior angle of triangle. Let's learn. Solved examples. Example 1. The measures of angles of a triangle are in the ratio 5:6:7. Find the measures. Solution. Let the measures of the angles of a triangle be 5x, 6x, 7x. Therefore, 5x plus 6x plus 7x is equal to 180 degrees. 18x is equal to 180 degrees. X is equal to 10 degrees. 5x is equal to 5 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 50 degrees. 6x is equal to 6 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 60 degrees. 7x is equal to 7 multiplied by 10, which is equal to 70 degrees. Therefore, the measures of angles of the triangle are 50 degrees, 60 degrees and 70 degrees. Example 2. Observe figure and find the measures of angle PRS and angle RTS. Solution. Angle PRS is an exterior angle of triangle PQR. So, from the theorem of remote interior angles, angle PRS is equal to angle PQR plus angle QPR, which is equal to 40 degrees plus 30 degrees. which is equal to 70 degrees. In triangle RTS, angle TRS plus angle RTS plus angle TSR is equal to 180 degrees by sum of all angles of a triangle. Therefore, 70 degrees plus angle RTS plus 20 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle RTS plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle RTS is equal to 90 degrees. Example 3. Prove that the sum of exterior angles of a triangle obtained by extending its sides in the same direction is 360 degrees. Given angle PAB, angle QBC and angle ACR are exterior angles of triangle ABC. To prove angle PAB plus angle QBC plus angle ACR is equal to 360 degrees. Proof. Method 1. Considering exterior angle PAB of triangle ABC, angle ABC and angle ACB are its remote interior angles. Angle PAB is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB. Let us mark it as equation 1. Similarly, angle ACR is equal to angle ABC plus angle BAC. Let us mark it as equation 2 by theorem of remote interior angles. And angle CBQ is equal to angle BAC plus angle ACB. Let us mark it as equation 3. Adding equation 1, 2 and 3. Angle PAB plus angle ACR plus angle CBQ is equal to angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle ABC plus angle BAC plus angle BAC plus angle ACB, which is equal to 2 times angle ABC plus 2 times angle ACB plus 2 times angle BAC, which is equal to 2 multiplied by angle ABC plus angle ACB plus angle BAC the whole in brackets, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 180 degrees, as sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 360 degrees, which is equal to 360 degrees. Method 2. Angle C plus angle F is equal to 180 degrees, as they are angles in linear pair. Also, angle A plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees, and angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle C plus angle F plus angle A plus angle D plus angle B plus angle E is equal to 180 degrees multiplied by 3, which is equal to 540 degrees. Angle F plus angle D plus angle E plus round bracket open angle A plus angle B plus angle C round bracket close is equal to 540 degrees. Therefore, angle F plus angle D plus angle E plus 180 degrees is equal to 540 degrees. Therefore, F plus D plus E is equal to 540 degrees minus 180 degrees, which is equal to 360 degrees. Example 4. In figure, bisectors of angle B and angle C of triangle ABC intersect at point P. Prove that angle BPC is equal to 90 plus half of angle BAC. Complete the proof filling in the blanks. Proof. In triangle ABC, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB is equal to 180 degrees by sum of measures of angles of a triangle. Half angle BAC plus half angle ABC plus half angle ACB is equal to half multiplied by 180 degrees. That is, multiplying each term by 1/2. Therefore, half angle BAC plus angle PBC plus angle PCB is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, angle PBC plus angle PCB is equal to 90 degrees minus half angle BAC. Let us mark it as equation 1. In triangle BPC, angle BPC plus angle PBC plus angle PCB is equal to 180 degrees by sum of measures of angles of a triangle. Therefore, angle BPC plus 90 degrees minus half angle BAC is equal to 180 degrees from equation 1. Therefore, angle BPC is equal to 180 degrees minus brackets open 90 degrees minus half angle BAC brackets close, which is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees plus 1/2 angle BAC. This is equal to 90 degrees plus half angle BAC. Practice set 3.1. Question number 1. In figure, angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC. Angle B is equal to 40 degrees. Angle A is equal to 70 degrees. Find the measure of angle ACD. Solution. Angle B is equal to 40 degrees. Angle A is equal to 70 degrees, which is given. Angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC. Therefore, angle ACD is equal to angle BAC plus angle ABC by theorem of remote interior angles. Therefore, angle ACD is equal to 70 degrees plus 40 degrees. Answer. Angle ACD is equal to 110 degrees. Question number 2. In triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 70 degrees. Angle Q is equal to 65 degrees. Then find angle R. Solution. In triangle PQR, angle P plus angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. As sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, 70 degrees plus 65 degrees plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, 135 degrees plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle R is equal to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees. Therefore, angle R is equal to 45 degrees. Answer: angle R is equal to 45 degrees. Question number 3. The measures of angles of a triangle are x degrees, x minus 20 degrees, x minus 40 degrees. Find the measure of each angle. Solution: the measures of angles of a triangle are x degrees, x minus 20 degrees, x minus 40 degrees. Therefore, x degrees plus x minus 20 degrees plus x minus 40 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, as sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, 3x minus 60 is equal to 180. Therefore, 3x is equal to 180 plus 60. Therefore, 3x is equal to 240. Therefore, x is equal to 240 upon 3. Therefore, x is equal to 80. Now, x degrees is equal to 80 degrees. X minus 20 degrees is equal to 80 minus 20 degrees, which is equal to 60 degrees. X minus 40 degrees is equal to 80 minus 40 degrees, which is equal to 40 degrees. Answer: measures of angles of a triangle are 80 degrees, 60 degrees, 40 degrees. Question number 4. The measure of one of the angles of a triangle is twice the measure of its smallest angle, and the measure of the other is thrice the measure of the smallest angle. Find the measures of the three angles. Solution: let the measure of the smallest angle of the triangle be x degrees. According to the given condition, the measure of other two angles of the triangle are 2x degrees and 3x degrees. X degrees plus 2x degrees plus 3x degrees is equal to 180 degrees, as sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, 6x is equal to 180. Therefore, x is equal to 180 upon 6. Therefore, x is equal to 30. X degrees is equal to 30 degrees. 2x degrees is equal to 2 multiplied by 30 degrees, which is equal to 60 degrees. 3x degrees is equal to 3 multiplied by 30 degrees, which is equal to 90 degrees. Answer: measures of three angles of the triangle are 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Question number 9. Using the information in figure, find the measures of angle A, angle B, and angle C. Solution: angle B is equal to 70 degrees, as it is a vertically opposite angle. Angle C plus 100 degrees is equal to 180 degrees, as it is an angle in a linear pair. Therefore, angle C is equal to 180 degrees minus 100 degrees. Therefore, angle C is equal to 80 degrees. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees, as sum of measures of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. Therefore, angle A plus 70 degrees plus 80 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle A plus 150 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle A is equal to 180 degrees minus 150 degrees. Therefore, angle A is equal to 30 degrees. Answer: angle A is equal to 30 degrees. Angle B is equal to 70 degrees. Angle C is equal to 80 degrees. Congruence of triangles. Let's learn. We know that if a segment placed upon another fits with it exactly, then the two segments are congruent. When an angle placed upon another fits with it exactly, then the two angles are congruent. Similarly, if a triangle placed upon another triangle fits exactly with it, then the two triangles are said to be congruent. If triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent, it is written as triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Activity: draw triangle ABC of any measure on a card sheet and cut it out. Place it on a card sheet. Make a copy of it by drawing its border. Name it as triangle A1, B1, C1. Now, slide the triangle ABC, which is the cutout of a triangle, to some distance and make one more copy of it. Name it triangle A2, B2, C2. Then, rotate the cutout of triangle ABC a little, as shown in the figure, and make another copy of it. Name the copy as triangle A3, B3, C3. Then, flip the triangle ABC. Place it on another card sheet and make a new copy of it. Name this copy as triangle A4, B4, C4. Have you noticed that each of triangle A1, B1, C1, triangle A2, B2, C2, triangle A3, B3, C3, and triangle A4, B4, C4 is congruent with triangle ABC, because each of them fits exactly with triangle ABC. Let us verify for triangle A3, B3, C3. If we place angle A upon angle A3, angle B upon angle B3, and angle C upon angle C3, then only they will fit each other and we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A3, B3, C3. We also have AB is equal to A3, B3, BC is equal to B3, C3, CA is equal to C3, A3. Note that while examining the congruence of two triangles, we have to write their angles and sides in a specific order, that is, with a specific one-to-one correspondence. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, then we get the following 6 equations. Angle A is equal to angle P. Angle B is equal to angle Q. Angle C is equal to angle R. Let us mark it as 1. And AB is equal to PQ. BC is equal to QR. CA is equal to RP. Let us mark it as 2. This means with a 1-to-1 correspondence between the angles and the sides of two triangles, we get 3 pairs of congruent angles and 3 pairs of congruent sides. Given 6 equations above are true for congruent triangles. For this, let us see 3 specific equations are true, then all 6 equations become true and hence 2 triangles are congruent. 1. In a correspondence, if 2 angles of triangle ABC are equal to 2 angles of triangle PQR and the sides included by the respective pairs of angles are also equal, then the 2 triangles are congruent. This property is called as angle-side angle test, which in short we write ASA test. 2. In a correspondence, if 2 sides of triangle ABC are equal to 2 sides of triangle PQR and the angles included by the respective pairs of sides are also equal, then the 2 triangles are congruent. This property is called as side angle side test, which in short we write SAS test. 3. In a correspondence, if 3 sides of triangle ABC are equal to 3 sides of triangle PQR, then the 2 triangles are congruent. This property is called as side-side-side test, which in short we write SSS test. 4. If in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle B and angle Q are right angles, hypotenuse are equal, and AB is equal to PQ, then the 2 triangles are congruent. This property is called the hypotenuse side test. Remember this. We have constructed triangles using the given information about parts of triangles. For example, 2 angles and the included side, 3 sides, 2 sides and an included angle. We have experienced that the triangle constructed with any of these information is unique. So, if by some 1-to-1 correspondence between 2 triangles, these 3 parts of one triangle are congruent with corresponding 3 parts of the other triangle, then the 2 triangles are congruent. Then we come to know that in that correspondence, their 3 angles and 3 sides are congruent. If 2 triangles are congruent, then their respective angles and respective sides are congruent. This property is useful to solve many problems in geometry. Practice set 3.2. Question number 1. In each of the examples given below, a pair of triangles is shown. Equal parts of triangles in each pair are marked with the same signs. Observe the figures and state the test by which the triangles in each pair are congruent. 1. By SSS test of congruence, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. 2. By SAS test of congruence, triangle XYZ is congruent to triangle LMN. 3. By ASA test of congruence, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle STU. 4. By hypotenuse test of congruence, triangle LMN is congruent to triangle PTR. Question number 3. From the information shown in the figure, state the test assuring the congruence of triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Write the remaining congruent parts of the triangles. Solution. Triangle BAC is congruent to triangle PQR by hypotenuse side test of congruence. Side AC is congruent to side QR by CSCT. Angle ABC is congruent to angle QPR by CACT. Angle ACB is congruent to angle QRP by CACT. Question number 5. In figure, segment AB is congruent to segment CB and segment AD is congruent to segment CD. Prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD. Solution. Proof. In triangle ABD and triangle CBD, segment BA is congruent to segment BC, which is given. Segment AD is congruent to segment CD, which is given. Segment BD is congruent to segment BD, as it is the common side. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CBD by SSS test of congruence. Isosceles triangle theorem. Let's learn. Theorem. If two sides of a triangle are congruent, then the angles opposite to them are congruent. Given. In triangle ABC, side AB is congruent to side AC. To prove, angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. Construction. Draw the bisector of angle BAC which intersects side BC at point D. Proof. In triangle ABD and triangle ACD, segment AB is congruent to segment AC, which is given. Angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD by construction. Segment AD is congruent to segment AD, as it is the common side. Therefore, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by SAS test of congruence. Therefore, angle ABD is congruent to angle ACD by CACT. Therefore, angle ABC is congruent to angle ACB. Therefore, B, D and C are collinear. Corollary. If all sides of a triangle are congruent, then its all angles are congruent. Write the proof of this corollary. Converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Theorem. If two angles of a triangle are congruent, then the sides opposite to them are congruent. Given. In triangle PQR, angle PQR is congruent to angle PRQ. To prove, side PQ is congruent to side PR. Construction. Draw the bisector of angle P intersecting side QR at point M. Proof. In triangle PQM and triangle PRM, angle PQM is congruent to angle PRM, which is given. angle QPM is congruent to angle RPM by construction. Segment PM is congruent to segment PM as it is the common side. Therefore, triangle PQM is congruent to triangle PRM by AAS test. Therefore, segment PQ is congruent to segment PR by CSCT. Corollary: if three angles of a triangle are congruent, then its three sides also are congruent. Write the proof of this corollary yourself. Both the above theorems are converses of each other also. Similarly, the corollaries of the theorems are converses of each other. Use your brain power. 1. Can the theorem of isosceles triangle be proved doing a different construction? 2. Can the theorem of isosceles triangle be proved without doing any construction? Property of 30°, 60°, 90° triangle. Let's learn. Activity 1. Every student in the group should draw a right-angled triangle, one of the angles measuring 30 degrees. The choice of lengths of sides should be their own. Each one should measure the length of the hypotenuse and the length of the side opposite to 30° angle. One of the students in the group should fill in the following table. Triangle number, length of the side opposite to 30° angle, length of the hypotenuse. Did you notice any property of sides of right-angled triangle with one of the angles measuring 30 degrees? Activity 2. The measures of angles of a set square in your compass box are 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. Verify the property of the sides of the set square. Let us prove an important property revealed from these activities. Theorem: if the acute angles of a right-angled triangle have measures 30 degrees and 60 degrees, then the length of the side opposite to 30 degrees angle is half the length of the hypotenuse. Fill in the blanks and complete the proof. Given: in triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Angle C is equal to 30 degrees. Angle A is equal to 60 degrees. To prove: AB is equal to half of AC. Construction: take a point D on the extended segment AB such that AB is equal to BD. Draw segment DC. Proof: triangle ABC and triangle DBC. Segment AB is congruent to segment DB by construction. Angle ABC is congruent to angle DBC as each measures 90 degrees. Segment BC is congruent to segment BC as it is the common side. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DBC by SAS test of congruence. Therefore, angle BAC is congruent to angle BDC by CACT. In triangle ABC, angle BAC is equal to 60 degrees. Therefore, angle BDC is equal to 60 degrees. Angle DAC is equal to angle ADC, which is equal to angle ACD, which is equal to 60 degrees. since sum of angles of triangle ADC is 180 degrees. Therefore, triangle ADC is an equilateral triangle. Therefore, AC is equal to AD, which is equal to DC. By corollary of converse of isosceles triangle theorem. But AB is equal to half of AD by construction. Therefore, AB is equal to half of AC, since AD is equal to AC. Activity. With the help of the figure, fill in the blanks and complete the proof of the following theorem. Theorem. If the acute angles of a right-angled triangle have measures 30 degrees and 60 degrees, then the length of the side opposite to 60 degrees angle is root of 3 upon 2 multiplied by hypotenuse. Proof. In the above theorem, we have proved AB is equal to half of AC. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square by Pythagoras theorem. 1 upon 4 AC square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Therefore, BC square is equal to AC square minus 1 upon 4 AC square. Therefore, BC square is equal to 4 AC square minus AC square upon 4, which is equal to BC square, which is equal to 3 AC square upon 4. Therefore, BC is equal to root of 3 upon 2 AC. Activity. Complete the proof of the theorem. Theorem. If measures of angles of a triangle are 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, then the length of each side containing the right angle is 1 upon square root 2 multiplied by hypotenuse. Proof. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees and angle A is equal to angle C, which is equal to 45 degrees. Therefore, BC is equal to AB. By Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. AB square plus AB square is equal to AC square, since BC is equal to AB. Therefore, 2AB square is equal to AC square. Therefore, AB square is equal to half AC square. Therefore, AB is equal to 1 upon square root 2 AC. This property is called 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees theorem. Remember this. 1. If the acute angles of a right-angled triangle are 30 degrees, 60 degrees, then the length of side opposite to 30 degrees angle is half of the hypotenuse, and the length of side opposite to 60 degree angle is square root 3 upon 2 hypotenuse. This property is called 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree theorem. 2. If acute angles of a right-angled triangle are 45 degrees, 45 degrees, then the length of each side containing the right angle is hypotenuse upon square root 2. This property is called 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees theorem. Median of a triangle. Let's recall. The segment joining a vertex and the midpoint of the side opposite to it is called a median of the triangle. In figure Point D is the midpoint of side BC. Therefore, segment AD is a median of triangle ABC. Activity 1. Draw a triangle ABC. Draw medians AD, BE and CF of the triangle. Let their point of concurrence be G, which is called the centroid of the triangle. Compare the lengths of AG and GD with a divider. Verify that the length of AG is twice the length of GD. Similarly, verify that the length of BG is twice the length of GE and the length of CG is twice the length of GF. Hence, note the following property of medians of a triangle The point of concurrence of medians of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Activity 2. Draw a triangle ABC on a cardboard. Draw its medians and denote their point of concurrence as G. Cut out the triangle. Now, take a pencil. Try to balance the triangle on the flat tip of the pencil. The triangle is balanced only when the point G is on the flat tip of the pencil. This activity shows an important property of the centroid, that is, the point of concurrence of the medians of the triangle. Property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of right triangle. Let's learn. Activity. In the figure, triangle ABC is a right-angled triangle. Segment BD is the median on hypotenuse. Measure the lengths of the following segments. AD is equal to ... DC is equal to ... BD is equal to ... From the measurements, verify that BD is equal to half of AC. Now, let us prove the property. The length of the median is half the length of the hypotenuse. Theorem. In a right-angled triangle, the length of the median of the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Given. In triangle ABC, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Segment BD is the median. To prove, BD is equal to half of AC. Construction. Take point E on the ray BD such that B, D and E are collinear and length of BD is equal to length of DE. Draw segment EC. Proof. Main steps are given. Write the steps in between with reasons and complete the proof. Triangle ADB is congruent to triangle CDE. By SAS test, line AB is parallel to line EC. By test of alternate angles, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ECB. By SAS test, BD is equal to half of AC. Remember this. In a right-angled triangle, the length of the median on its hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Practice set 3.3. Question number 2. The length of hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle is 15. Find the length of the median of its hypotenuse. Solution. Length of hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle is 15. In a right-angled triangle, the length of the median on the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Therefore, length of the median of its hypotenuse is half multiplied by 15, which is equal to 7.5. Answer: length of the median of hypotenuse is 7.5. Question number 3. In triangle PQR, angle Q is equal to 90 degrees. PQ is equal to 12. QR is equal to 5. And QS is a median. Find length of QS. Solution: in triangle PQR, angle PQR is equal to 90 degrees, which is given. By Pythagoras theorem, PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. Therefore, PR square is equal to 12 square plus 5 square. Therefore, PR square is equal to 144 plus 25. Therefore, PR square is equal to 169. Therefore, PR is equal to square root of 169. Therefore, PR is equal to 13. In a right-angled triangle, the length of the median on the hypotenuse is half the length of the hypotenuse. Therefore, QS is equal to half of PR. Therefore, QS is equal to half multiplied by 13. Answer: length of QS is equal to 6.5 units. Property of median drawn on the hypotenuse of right triangle. Let's recall. Activity: draw a segment AB of convenient length. Label its midpoint as M. Draw a line L passing through the point M and perpendicular to segment AB. Did you notice that the line L is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB? Now, take a point P anywhere on line L. Compare the distance of PA and PB with a divider. What did you find? You should have noticed that PA is equal to PB. This observation shows that any point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from its endpoints. Now, with the help of a compass, take any 2 points like C and D, which are equidistant from A and B. Did all such points lie on the line L? What did you notice from the observation? Any point equidistant from the endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. These two properties are two parts of the perpendicular bisector theorem. Let us now prove them. Perpendicular bisector theorem. Let's learn. Part 1. Every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. Given: line L is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB at point M. Point P is any point on L. To prove: PA is equal to PB. Construction: draw segment AP and segment BP. Proof: in triangle PMA and triangle PMB, segment PM is congruent to segment PM, as it is the common side. Angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB, as each is a right angle. segment AM is congruent to segment BM, which is given. Therefore, triangle PMA is congruent to triangle PMB by SAS test. Therefore, segment PA is congruent to segment PB by CSCT. Therefore, length of PA is equal to length of PB. Hence, every point on the perpendicular bisector of a segment is equidistant from the endpoints of the segment. Part 2. Any point equidistant from the endpoints of a segment lies on the perpendicular bisector of the segment. Given. Point P is any point equidistant from the endpoints of segment AB. That is, PA is equal to PB. To prove, point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Construction. Take midpoint M of segment AB and draw line PM. Proof. In triangle PAM and triangle PMB, segment PA is congruent to segment PB, which is given. Segment AM is congruent to segment BM, since M is the midpoint of segment AB. Segment PM is congruent to segment PM, as it is the common side. Therefore, triangle PAM is congruent to triangle PBM by SSS test of congruence. Therefore, angle PMA is congruent to angle PMB by CACT. But angle PMA plus angle PMB is equal to 180 degrees. Angle PMA plus angle PMA is equal to 180 degrees since angle PMB is equal to angle PMA. 2 times angle PMA is equal to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle PMA is equal to 90 degrees. Therefore, segment PM is perpendicular to segment AB. Let us mark it as 1. But point M is the midpoint of segment AB by construction. Let us mark it as 2. Therefore, line PM is the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. So point P is on the perpendicular bisector of segment AB. Angle bisector theorem. Part 1. Every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the sides of the angle. Given. Ray QS is the bisector of angle PQR. Point A is any point on ray QS. Segment AB is perpendicular to ray QP. Segment AC is perpendicular to ray QR. To prove, segment AB is congruent to segment AC. Proof. Write the proof using test of congruence of triangles. Part 2. Any point equidistant from sides of an angle is on the bisector of the angle. Given. A is a point in the interior of angle PQR. Segment AC is perpendicular to ray QR. Segment AB is perpendicular to ray QP. And AB is equal to AC. To prove, ray QA is the bisector of angle PQR. That is, angle BQA is equal to angle CQA. Proof. Write the proof using proper test of congruence of triangles. Let's recall. Activity. As shown in the figure, Draw triangle XYZ such that XZ is greater than side XY. Find which of angle Z and angle Y is greater. Properties of inequalities of sides and angles of a triangle. Let's learn. Theorem. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to the greater side is greater than the angle opposite to the smaller side. Given. In triangle XYZ, side XZ is greater than side XY. To prove, angle XYZ is greater than angle XZY. Construction. Take point P on side XZ such that XY is equal to XP. Draw segment YP. Proof. In triangle XYP, XY is equal to XP by construction. Therefore, angle XYP is equal to angle XPY by isosceles triangle theorem. Let us mark it as statement 1. Angle XPY is an exterior angle of triangle YPZ. Therefore, angle XPY is greater than angle PZY by exterior angle theorem. Therefore, angle XYP is greater than angle PZY from statement 1. Therefore, angle XYP plus angle PYZ is greater than angle PZY. Because if A is greater than B and C is greater than 0, then A plus C is greater than B. Therefore, angle XYZ is greater than angle PZY. That is, angle XYZ is greater than angle XZY. Theorem. If two angles of a triangle are unequal, then the side opposite to the greater angle is greater than the side opposite to the smaller angle. The theorem can be proved by indirect proof. Complete the following proof by filling in the blanks. Given. In triangle ABC, angle B is greater than angle C. To prove, AC is greater than AB. Proof. There are only three possibilities regarding the lengths of side AB and side AC of triangle ABC. 1. AC is lesser than AB. 2. AC is equal to AB. 3. AC is greater than AB. 1. Let us assume that AC is lesser than AB. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to greater side is greater. Therefore, angle C is greater than angle B. But angle C is lesser than angle B, which is given. This creates a contradiction. Therefore, AC is lesser than AB is wrong. 2. If AC is equal to AB, then angle B is equal to angle C. But angle B is greater than angle C, which is given. This also creates a contradiction. Therefore, AC is equal to AB is wrong. Therefore, AC is greater than AB is the only remaining possibility. Therefore, AC is greater than AB. Properties of inequalities of sides and angles of a triangle. Let's recall. As shown in the adjacent picture, there is a shop at A. Sameer was standing at C. To reach the shop, he chose the way C to A instead of C to B to A. because he knew that the way C to A was shorter than the way C to B to A. So, which property of a triangle had he realized? The sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than its third side. Let us now prove the property. Theorem: the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Given: triangle ABC is any triangle. To prove: AB plus AC is greater than BC. AB plus BC is greater than AC. AC plus BC is greater than AB. Construction: take a point D on ray BA such that AD is equal to AC. Proof: in triangle ACD, AC is equal to AD by construction. Therefore, angle ACD is equal to angle ADC by CACT. Therefore, angle ACD plus angle ACB is greater than angle ADC. Therefore, angle BCD is greater than angle ADC. Therefore, side BD is greater than side BC, as the side opposite to greater angle is greater. Therefore, BA plus AD is greater than BC, since BD is equal to BA plus AD. BA plus AC is greater than BC, since AD is equal to AC. Similarly, we can prove that AB plus BC is greater than AC, and BC plus AC is greater than AB. Practice set 3.4. Question number 1. In figure, point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. If AX is equal to 2 cm, then find AZ. Solution: point A is on the bisector of angle XYZ. Therefore, A is equidistant from the side of angle XYZ by angle bisector theorem. AX is equal to AZ and AX is equal to 2, which is given. Answer: AZ is equal to 2 centimeters. Question number 3. In triangle PQR, PQ is equal to 10 centimeters. QR is equal to 12 centimeters. PR is equal to 8 centimeters. Find out the greatest and the smallest angle of the triangle. Solution: PQ is equal to 10 centimeters, which is given. QR is equal to 12 centimeters, which is given. PR is equal to 8 centimeters, which is given. Therefore, QR is greater than PQ, which is greater than PR, which is equal to 8 centimeters. Therefore, angle QPR is greater than angle PRQ, which is greater than angle PQR, as the angle opposite to greater side is greater. Angle QPR is the greatest angle and angle PQR is the smallest angle. Question number 6. Prove that if the bisector of angle BAC of triangle ABC is perpendicular to side BC, then triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Solution: proof. In triangle ADB and triangle ADC, angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD, which is given. Segment AD is congruent to segment AD as it is the common side. Angle ADB is congruent to angle ADC as each measures 90 degrees. Triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC by ASA test of congruency. Therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment AC by CSCT. Therefore, triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Question number 8. In triangle ABC, segment AD and segment BE are altitudes, and AE is equal to BD. Prove that segment AD is congruent to segment BE. Proof. In triangle ADB and triangle BEA, angle ADB and angle BEA is equal to 90 degrees, which is given. Hypotenuse AB is congruent to hypotenuse BA, as it is the common side. Side DB is congruent to side EA. Therefore, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle BEA by hypotenuse side of congruency. Therefore, segment AD is congruent to segment BE by CSCT. Similar triangles. Let's learn. Observe the following figures. The pairs of figures shown in each part have the same shape, but their sizes are different. It means that they are not congruent. Such like-looking figures are called similar figures. We find similarity in a photo and its enlargement. Also, we find similarity between a road map and the roads. The proportionality of all sides is an important property of similarity of two figures. But the angles in the figures have to be of the same measure. If the angle between these roads is not the same in its map, then the map will be misleading. ICT tools or links. Take a photograph on a mobile or a computer. Recall what you do to reduce it or to enlarge it. Also recall what you do to see a part of the photograph in detail. Now, we shall learn properties of similar triangles through an activity. Activity. On a card sheet, draw a triangle of sides 4 cm, 3 cm and 2 cm. Cut it out. Make 13 more copies of the triangle and cut them out from the card sheet. Note that all these triangular pieces are congruent. Arrange them as shown in the following figure and make 3 triangles out of them. Triangle ABC and triangle DEF are similar in the correspondence. ABC correspondence DEF. Angle A is congruent to angle D. Angle B is congruent to angle E. Angle C is congruent to angle F. And AB upon DE is equal to 4 upon 8, which is equal to 1 upon 2. BC upon EF is equal to 3 upon 6, which is equal to 1 upon 2. AC upon DF is equal to 2 upon 4, which is equal to 1 upon 2, as the corresponding sides are in proportion. Similarly, consider triangle DEF and triangle PQR. Are their angles congruent and sides proportional in the correspondence DEF correspondence PQR? Similarity of triangles. Let's learn. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if 1. Angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, and 2. AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to AC upon PR. Then triangle ABC and triangle PQR are called similar triangles. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR are similar. This is written as triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Let us learn the relation between the corresponding angles and corresponding sides of similar triangles through an activity. Activity: draw a triangle A1, B1, C1 on a card sheet and cut it out. Measure angle A1, B1, C1. Draw two more triangles, triangle A2, B2, C2 and triangle A3, B3, C3 such that angle A1 is equal to angle A2 which is equal to angle A3. Angle B1 is equal to angle B2 which is equal to angle B3. Angle C1 is equal to angle C2 which is equal to angle C3. And B1 C1 is greater than B2 C2 which is greater than B3 C3. Now, cut these two triangles also. Measure the lengths of the three triangles. Arrange the triangles in two ways as shown. Check the ratios. A1 B1 upon A2 B2. B1 C1 upon B2 C2. A1 C1 upon A2 C2. You will notice that the ratios are equal. Similarly, see whether the ratios A1 C1 upon A3 C3, B1 C1 upon B3 C3, A1 B1 upon A3 B3 are equal. From this activity, note that when corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, the ratios of their corresponding sides are also equal. That is, their corresponding sides are in the same proportion. We have seen that in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if 1. Angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, then 2. AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR which is equal to AC upon PR. This means if corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, then the corresponding sides are in the same proportion. This rule can be proved elaborately. We shall use it to solve problems. Remember this. If corresponding angles of two triangles are equal, then the two triangles are similar. If two triangles are similar, then their corresponding sides are in proportion and corresponding angles are congruent. Example: some information is shown in triangle ABC and triangle PQR in figure. Observe it. Hence, find the lengths of side AC and PQ. Solution: the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. It is given that angle A is equal to angle P and angle B is equal to angle Q. Therefore, angle C is equal to angle R. Therefore, triangle ABC and triangle PQR are equiangular triangles. Therefore, their sides are proportional. Therefore, AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR, which is equal to AC upon PR. Therefore, 3 upon PQ is equal to 4 upon 6, which is equal to AC upon 7.5. Therefore, 4 multiplied by PQ is equal to 18. Therefore, PQ is equal to 18 upon 4, which is equal to 4.5. Similarly, 6 multiplied by AC is equal to 7.5 multiplied by 4. Therefore, AC is equal to 7.5 multiplied by 4 upon 6, which is equal to 30 upon 6, which is equal to 5. Practice set 3.5. Question number 1. If triangle XYZ is similar to triangle LMN, write the corresponding angles of the two triangles and also write the ratios of corresponding sides. Solution. Triangle XYZ is similar to triangle LMN. Angle X is congruent to angle L. Angle Y is congruent to angle M. Angle Z is congruent to angle N by corresponding angles of similar triangles. XY upon LM is equal to YZ upon MN, which is equal to XZ upon LN, as they are corresponding sides of similar triangles. Question number 3. Draw a sketch of a pair of similar triangles. Label them. Show their corresponding angles by the same signs. Show the lengths of corresponding sides by numbers in proportion. Solution. Answer. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Similarity of triangles. Let's recall. While preparing a map of a locality, you have to show the distances between different spots on roads with a proper scale. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. 1 centimeter is equal to 50 meters, etc. Did you think of the properties of triangle? Keep in mind that side opposite to greater angle is greater. Project. Prepare a map of road surrounding your school or home up to a distance of about 500 meters. How will you measure the distance between two spots on a road? While walking, count how many steps cover a distance of about 2 meters. Suppose your 3 steps cover a distance of 2 meters. Considering this proportion, 90 steps means 60 meters. In this way, you can judge the distances between different spots on roads and also the lengths of the roads. You have to judge the measures of angles also where two roads meet each other. Choosing a proper scale for lengths of roads, prepare a map. Try to show shops, buildings, bus stops, rickshaw stand, etc. in the map. A sample map with legend is given. Legend. 1. Bookstore. 2. Bus stop. 3. Stationery shop. 4. Bank. 5. Medical store. 6. Restaurant. 7. Cycle shop. Problem set 3. Question number 1. Choose the correct alternative answer for the following questions. 1. If two sides of a triangle are 5 cm and 1.5 cm, the length of its third side cannot be A. 3.7 cm, B. 4.1 cm, C. 3.8 cm, D. 3.4 centimeters. Answer D. 3.4 centimeters. 2. In triangle PQR, if angle R is greater than angle Q, then A. QR is greater than PR. B. PQ is greater than PR. C. PQ is lesser than PR. D. QR is lesser than PR. Answer B. PQ is greater than PR. 3. In triangle TPQ, angle T is equal to 65 degrees. Angle P is equal to 95 degrees. Which of the following is a true statement? A. PQ is lesser than TP. B. PQ is lesser than TQ. C. TQ is lesser than TP, which is lesser than PQ. D. PQ is lesser than TP, which is lesser than TQ. Answer B. PQ is lesser than TQ. Question number 3. In triangle PQR, if PQ is greater than PR and bisectors of angle Q and R intersect at S, show that SQ is greater than SR. Proof. In triangle PQR, PQ is greater than PR, which is given. Therefore, angle PRQ is greater than angle PQR, as angle opposite to greater side is greater. Multiplying both the sides by 1/2, we get 1/2 angle PQR is greater than 1/2 angle PQR. Let us mark it as equation 1. Angle SRQ is equal to half of angle PRQ. As ray RS bisects angle PRQ, let us mark it as equation 2. Angle SQR is equal to half of angle PQR. As ray QS bisects angle PQR, let us mark it as equation 3. In triangle SRQ, angle SRQ is greater than angle SQR from equation 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, SQ is greater than SR, as side opposite to greater angle is greater. Question number 5. In figure, point S is any point on side QR of triangle PQR. Prove that PQ plus QR plus RP is greater than 2 times PS. Proof. In triangle PQS, PQ plus QS is greater than PS, as the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Let us mark it as equation 1. Similarly, in triangle PSR, SR plus PR is greater than PS. Let us mark it as equation 2. Adding equation 1 and 2, we get PQ plus QS plus SR plus PR is greater than PS plus PS. Therefore, PQ plus QS plus SR in brackets plus PR is greater than 2 times PS. Therefore, PQ plus QR plus PR is greater than 2 times PS, as Q, S, R are collinear. Question number 6. In figure, bisector of angle BAC intersects side BC at point D. Prove that AB is greater than BD. Proof. Angle BAD is congruent to angle CAD, as ray AD bisects angle BAC. Angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Let us mark it as equation 1. Angle ADB is an exterior angle of triangle ADC. Therefore, angle ADB is greater than angle CAD. As an exterior angle of a triangle is greater than its remote interior angle. Let us mark it as equation 2. In triangle ABD, therefore, angle ADB is greater than angle BAD. From equation 1 and 2, therefore, AB is greater than BD, as the side opposite to greater angle is greater. Similarity of triangles. Use your brain power. We have learnt that if two triangles are equiangular, then their sides are in proportion. What do you think if two quadrilaterals are equiangular? Are their sides in proportion? Draw different figures and verify. Verify the same for other polygons.